Okay, well this truly is a box with a TRC457 in it. This is the one with the clock and everything in it. This was probably my favourite realistic of all the Navajos, simply because I had the clock. I love the clock display, and certainly this one does not disappoint in any way, shape or form. I say that because I've never had it out of the box and I can't even back that up in any way, shape or form. I'm being serious about that too. I have never had this out of the box. So what you're about to see is, if we all get a surprise from it, it's just someone just keeping the power cord in there for the DC side. Yep, that's fair enough. Anyone recognise that tape? Who uses that tape in Australia? There you go. Answer in the comment section of the YouTube video, and we might even have a prize for whoever guesses whose tape that is. Obviously the person who put the tape there doesn't win a prize. He's a good guy though. All right, getting this out of the box with one hand is going to be impossible, so pause for a second there. Well, I will pause for a second, you won't notice it, but we'll just whip it out. But I can already tell you, I know the supplier of this, so I know it's going to be brilliant. So I buy things from and open them up a year later. I don't know how long ago we bought this a long time ago. Anyway, this won't happen very often. Let me tell you that I pull out a radio and I recognise something from my apprenticeship days. And if you had to say to me, you know, what's the thing you remember the most about radios back working at a CB dealership, working with, you know, sort of so many new releases all the time? One word: the smell. This radio, as I smell it, it's like new. It's one of those like new car things where, you know, sort of, I've got a couple of near new cars at the moment, which every time I get into, I feel the same way. It's just crazy how that new car smell. Well, this is a new radio smell, and man, it is new. It's like, this is no question that this radio passes the test of being in every which way a new radio as far as I'm concerned, because there's just not even a hint that it's been used with wear. Yeah, the guy with the grey tape did a good job. Oh goodness. Anyway, so does it transmit? Don't worry about that for a minute. Let's see if it even receives. Let's do our usual test where we put a little bit of input into it. Let's turn the volume down so you can actually hear the radio and not that. There we go. Chuck it on FM, it'll make. Right, I'm on 0.5 of a microvolt. You can clearly see that. Unless 0.2 of a microvolt, we're still hearing it. Ah, come on. That's crazy good. That's hearing that noise free. That fluttering noise is one of my frequency counters causing a problem at the moment, I think. You can actually see that flutter coming up on the crow over here. And, pain. I've got to sort that out. But that is not the radio. Anyway, my goodness. So, let's pump... Oh, well, let's do it this way. Let's pump a bit of signal into it. Keep it on the meters. And, yep. Okay. And let's turn that off. Oh, goodness. This thing will hear DX as good as my IC7850. I am not kidding. That sounds like... I mean, we're talking about a $15,000 plus radio, which, by the way, my wife, if you're watching this, we got offered by somebody $18,000 for it the other day. I don't want to sell it. If I die tomorrow, you can sell it. But no, don't sell my IC7850. If my wife offers an IC7850 to any of you and I'm still breathing, no, don't buy it. Anyway, but let me tell you, this is good. This is really good. The receive on this is just unreal. So let's have a look. I guarantee you the transmit's going to be just as good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing on dummy load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, this radio is 100% legal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the. Oh, that's got some gain to it. That's really nice. This is unbelievable. Out of the box, it is a performer. God, I'm having second thoughts about this one. Let's have a look. AM 1, 2. Don't mind the PEP meter on this. It's just doing the swing What's the carrier? Hang on. About 6 watts carrier. It's all right. I had to work out which scale it was on then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Goodness. Brand new. This is seriously brand new. Whoever gets this, if I don't end up keeping it in my lot, it's just not a mark. Look at this. There's nothing. It's new. Absolutely new. There's no element of this that anyone could argue is second-hand, apart from the fact that it's been owned by more than one person, which is fair. Just remember, 110 volt behind here. So as you'll see, we're coming off our 110 volt converter over here. Very simple. I would not modify this I wouldn't. No way in the world. There's no way in the world I would just say, don't care. It's a bit of dust. Don't care. The argument will be that the clock will keep slightly wrong time being 60 hertz. Don't care. Don't care. No, don't care. No, I wouldn't modify this. This is just too like new. Oh God. All right. No, I'm dazzled. Even when I was looking through where the mic box came out of, it's got the actual power cord. Even though we had a spare power cord, just so you see, there's, look, this is the original. So someone else has thrown a power cord in here just because it's been spare. May not have realised that there was one in there possibly, but that's nice of them. Silver tape. Who uses silver tape? Come on, guys. Jeez. All right. Yeah. In the comment section. Okay. That's nice. No, really, really, really nice. Let's call this one a winner. How could you not put this on the antenna? I had to. My goodness. My goodness. Is that Scotty? No. Well, it is today on a TRC457. Now I can actually transmit on an antenna on this thing because there is nothing illegal about this radio. This is a type approved, can do what you want radio, thank goodness. Too much information.
What do you call it? A pterodactyl. Yes. Pterodactyl.
Anybody out there, tell us if we're coming through on a realistic TRC 457 base station. We're just doing a video on it. Anybody tell us if they can hear us? Oh, he's one of those stations that's going to be there for a while, I think. Test. Anybody copying us at all on the Navajo? Nah, it's going to be too hard on there. Maybe we can find someone just... Anybody listening on channel 38 that could give us a test on a Navajo TRC 457? You know what? The antenna I'm on at the moment is probably a little bit average. I'm receiving these guys, but I doubt they're going to hear me too much because they're running some big power. He's so strong. Just see. No, I don't. Unless this guy takes a break, I don't think we're going to be able to hear anybody under him. He's so strong. 229 Tangam Balenga. Anybody hear me that could give me a test? Could you go up to channel 37? Channel 37 for a test. I can't get through with the other guy, unfortunately. I might get someone that is hearing me but not hearing him. Anybody up on channel 37 just doing a quick test on a realistic TRC 457 base station? Go ahead. Would have been nice, wouldn't it? It's a pity when people sort of sit there chatting away like this because it is difficult. As you can hear, he's pretty much dominating 35 at the moment. And, I mean, look, I'm not here to criticise. I'd just like to get a test quickly, but I don't think we're going to be able to 229 Tangam Balanga. Anybody tell us if we're coming through, please?
Oh, you take on, man. Hey, 393 Gideon driveway. We got a few beers back this way.
Yeah, see, to be fair to him, he's got people that are coming in probably 30, 40 over 9 at the moment. He's not hearing me, so there's nothing personal. It's just what it is, but he's probably got quite a few. Let's have a bit of a listen around. Couldn't get lucky and someone's on AM. Anybody listening on channel 11 AM? This is JDW229 in Tangam Balanga, Northeast Victoria. On the off chance someone's listening here on AM. We did this on 29.6 FM the other day and got a response. So you never know. All right, not looking good. All right, let's go 16. Does anybody still monitor channel 16 at all? JDW229 in Tangam Balanga, Northeast Victoria. Test. Oh, look, it works well. No question about that. Oh, look at the noise blanker. Because I do have some fluoro noise. I've got these fluoros above here. Have a look at the noise blanker. That's that fluoro. That noise blanker works well. All right, let's go back up to 35. Anybody give me a quick test and just tell us if we're coming through. Testing 1, 2. Test. Well, to be fair, he's not on there at the moment, so that's just no one's hearing us at the moment. Keep in mind, unless it's Skip, they're not going to hear us. No one's local here at the moment. 229 in Tangam Balanga, Northeast Victoria. Anybody hearing me on the Navajo base we're running? Go ahead. We're not going to get lucky, are we? I was going to say it's the antenna, but it's not. It's look, it's horizontal, but yeah, it's just a matter of we're not just unfortunately getting through to anyone. I was hoping we just might get someone in between there, but no. One last call. JDW229 Tangam Balanga, Northeast Victoria. We're just doing a video on a TRC457 Navajo video. Wonder if anyone could give us a test as to if we're coming through okay. Test. Oh, I am feeling unloved. Do you know what else has happened? I reckon the skip's just dropped, because all of a sudden stations that were really, really strong are not there. And look at this, neither are they there anywhere where we were hearing them before. No, the band has just done a drop on us, and that is, you know what, it was still good to hear some receive on this thing. This is so beautiful, clean, this thing. If this is the radio for you, look, it's probably going to be sold, because I've got so many bloody radios that I can't just keep them all. But when I get one this clean, you know, it's hard. If I don't sell this, I know for a fact I have other TRC457s, so this one will not be the only one. I just haven't had a chance in the last 12 or 18 months to pull this one out the box, and I'm as surprised as you are. It is super, super clean. All right, well, it's been fun. I was so hoping we could just maybe do a short contact with somebody, but doesn't sound like we're going to get that. So I'll tell you what, even the controls on this are brilliant, you know, sort of like for the age of it and the time it's been stored away. 229 testing on channel 11 AM. Is anybody out there hearing me at all? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just reminder of the rules. There are rules. If we do advertise this, everything is sold as is. I don't care if Australia Post drops it off the side of a building. Unfortunately, not my fault. But yes, so just be aware. As demonstrated, look, I think this thing's brilliant. I really do. But when not obviously warranting anything or doing anything along those lines, we try to show you, you know, what the radio is as much as possible. I can't do it to the degree that I'm doing on this on every radio, because we're just, you know, we'd be there forever with, we've still got probably in excess of, we're trying to work it out the other day because we don't have an actual stock take, but I reckon in excess of 1,100 radios, because we've got about 300 that are sitting in boxes that are going to a client sitting in our walkway at the moment. So once he picks those up, I think we're down to about 1,100 radios, but bearing in mind we started at 2,500, so it's been busy. There's certainly been some, I'm getting good with the tape gun, so yeah. All right, now I was hoping while I was raving on then that the band might just come good and, you know, give us a bit more of a chance to talk to someone. One last call. JDW229 testing a realistic Navajo TRC457. Just wondering if anybody can hear me. Just the quickest response that says, yeah, I can hear you. That'd be lovely. Starting to sound like I'm begging. Anyway, very nice, clean 457. If you think it doesn't work, don't buy it. But everything that goes out the door sold as is. But this one, boy, I don't know. I think someone might be happy with this one. Yes, it's just a little bit clean. 73 is all the best, and this video went a lot longer than I actually intended to. We can't do on-airs and stuff with every one of them at the moment, but this one I just wanted to bring up on air as a bit of a personal thing. I thought, oh, let's have a little play with this one. It's so clean. Even in the room here, I can smell the radio. It's clean. It's new. I haven't had this much excitement about a radio out of a box since I bought my last new one, to be fair. I'm trying to think what that was. Oh, no. Yeah, good point. Not sure. All right. 73s, guys. Thanks very much. Please subscribe. Hit the notify button. Hit the like button. And just remember that a lot of this stuff is taking a while to get onto Facebook as an actual for sale, so you seeing it on YouTube first gives you an opportunity to email me at Brenton at Posnav, POSNAV, Papa Oscar Sugar November Alpha Victor .com.au, and obviously yes, sometimes we're showing a radio that somebody's already shown some interest in and is just wanting to qualify what sort of condition it's in. So sometimes I will admit they are not sold, but there's pre-interest in them. But often that person comes back and says they want to pay $300 for something like this, and I get that. So everyone has a budget, everyone has so often we get an inquiry on a radio where we go to a lot of effort to give the person all the information when our first question should have been, and you'll find me asking this from time to time these days, what sort of budget have you got? And I mean that in the nicest way, because sometimes I can sort of save a lot of time and say, look, okay, I can't sell you this for $300, but hey, guess what? I can sell you, and go through the options of what I can sell you on your budget, if that was going to be the case. So it's never meant to offend anybody. Everybody's at a different point in life. I'm old. I'm an old fart. I've got money. That's the thing, is as you get older, you accumulate money. I've got enough money. That's not the problem. But not everybody's where I'm at. Ask my son at the moment. He's in uni and he does not have money. Although he will have when I die. So I suppose, he's got a positive note coming up. Anyway, it all floats downhill, doesn't it? All right, 73s, guys. Definitely talk to us about, what you want, what your budget is. We will try to accommodate it. Obviously, if we're down to 1,100 radios from 2,500, you're not going to hear from me for, much longer. It's only going to be the next... I'm hoping to get this tidied up by September when I go to the US, but we'll see. I don't know. And yes, there's a rumor out. We're looking at a container in Texas. We'll see. Look, yes, we are, but I've got to be in Texas anyway. I've got some commitments in Dallas, so what? What? It costs nothing to look, does it? But if that happens, well, our work will be extended probably a few more months just with clearing that. We did some investigations that would arrive here around December and clear customs, etc. Won't even go into what's in that, because until you own it, it's pointless talking about it. All right, 73s, guys, all the best. Cheers.